she has this victim mentality. Like, it's woe is me. He won't let me see the kids. What's up, guys? Y'all, we made it back from everywhere we was at, because we didn't go nowhere we were supposed to be at. I actually took my tablet to go get repaired, but the guy looked at this tablet and was like, you should just go get you a new one, because the LED light is out on this one, and he said it would be almost $200 just to repair the LED light. So I was like, whatever. So I actually went to my cellular provider and got me a new one. My daughter got her one. And if y'all don't know, if you have a cellular provider, they have things like iPads and tablets that you can put on your account. I even think some cellular providers even provide like laptops, if I'm not mistaken. I think you can get laptops too. But I had to go get me another tablet. Wasn't planning on it, but I had to go do it because this one is gone. But she did her job. I've had this one for 6 years. She is gone out to pasture. I know the last vlog I said that we were going to talk about people with victim mentality, and we are. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my iPad. I have some Panda Express I'm about to chow down, and when I come back, we're going to dive into that topic. What's up, guys? Y'all, it is Saturday. Oh my goodness, thank goodness for Saturday. I got so much stuff to do. Right now, I need my nails done, but I normally do them myself, but with the upcoming holidays, I just don't have the time to sit down and do them. So me and my daughter went to get some tablets yesterday, and the girl that was helping us, her nails were beautiful. We was like, well, where did you get your nails done? And she told us it's called Nail It. That's it. It is located in Spring Valley here in San Diego. So we're gonna see if these nails are giving what we hope they give. My daughter's in there seated now, and I'm getting ready to go get seated in a minute, I hope, because we've been here 30 minutes just waiting. Anyway, I don't want to take the camera in. I'll let y'all see what it is, what he do when we get out of here. Somebody tell me why I dropped my daughter off and came to Costco by myself. It's packed in here, and I'm just trying to get out the door. Oh, let me show y'all my nails. I think they did an amazing job. Not only were they fast, they were cost efficient and very detailed. This is the first time I walked out of a nail shop and have been extremely happy with the service. And let me just say this, the nail tech did not prick my cuticles one time with that drill. I'm leaving out of Costco on my way to T-Mobile because I'm trying to get Shane some earpods. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm just waiting to get out of Costco. I had to pull my mask out because there was so many people in here. Alright, let me talk to y'all when I get all the way out of here. I'm home. Oh my goodness, I'm home. We've been gone since 9 something this morning. It is now 5:54, almost 5:55. Yeah, look at my daughter. She's like, I know you're not picking up that camera in my head.
I was cute this morning. And you're gonna try to shut betrayal.
So,
oh, there it is.
I don't know if y'all if y'all got a clear view of my nails when I was in Costco, but y'all, look, I'm loving them. I am loving them. Y'all, let me show y'all my daughter nails. Let me see your nails, honey.
Okay.
So.
Uh-oh. I'm dropping stuff. Okay. I just got basically black.
But look at the shape on them.
Okay.
She getting ready to go out. I'm getting ready to take a shower, put my pajamas, and just relax for the rest of the night because I am tired. So what we did today was, outside of getting our nails done, I went and got me some. I went to the market, the farmers. It's Frazee Market, and got me some yams so I can make my candy yams. I need some sugar, so I got to go back out and get that.
No, there's some in there. Just use mine.
Okay, well.
And I have brown sugar.
Okay, so.
I got more cinnamon, nutmeg.
I have cinnamon and nutmeg.
I can't cook, but I kept some spices.
So, I guess that's basically everything we're gonna need for this candy yams. And then I still have to go to the store to get stuff for my homemade macaroni and cheese. I do not make box macaroni and cheese doing things. Well, I don't use box macaroni and cheese at all. So yeah, I'm gonna make some macaroni and cheese. Of course, double eggs. Shane ordered a ham from Honey Baked Ham. I went and picked that up today. Y'all, that ham was $68. $68, but it's pre-cooked and it's really good. What else? I think I mentioned this earlier. I had to stop and get Shane some AirPods. What's up, Jewel Gang? I'm just getting back from the grocery store. Gotta go in the house. I stopped at KFC because I'm not cooking. It's almost Thanksgiving. Yeah. So today is Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Wednesday I'm gonna have to start cooking. So yeah. We're eating KFC today. I don't know what we're gonna eat tomorrow, but I'm not, whatever it is, I won't be cooking it. Now, last time I picked up the camera, or put it down, I said that we're going to talk about people with a victim mentality. And the reason this topic stuck in my head is because I watch a couple of content creators on YouTube, and there's one particular person out of the couple that I watch that have a victim mentality, because the people that I'm talking about, I, in my opinion, feel like they have a victim mentality. But one particular person more so than the others. This one particular person lost her children to her now ex-husband, who is now engaged. So her children are being raised by a stepmother and their father. And she has this victim mentality. Like, it's woe is me. He won't let me see the kids. I can't interact with my kids. I can't. Oh, my kids, my kids, my kids. As if she wasn't the catalyst for the demise of her custody of her children. She chose to film, edit, and upload evidence that proved that she was an unfit mother. So how was that anybody else's fault? She claimed to be pregnant by a police officer, which I kind of knew wasn't true. She had several men around her children in a short period of time. Exposing her children to what? The father didn't know these men. She really didn't know these men. But now she's a victim because nobody's understanding her. And everybody that speaks about her behavior is jealous. Let me just say this. I'm not a reactor. I offer my opinion every now and then. But when I hear people say, oh, you're just jealous of me, it's funny to me that people who are running their lives off the rail turn and tell somebody you're just jealous. Jealous of what? I think that word is used so loosely. You're filming and editing and uploading a chaotic lifestyle. And who's jealous and why? I'm going to give y'all a story time. There was a young lady when I was working at the hospital who was a housekeeper. I used to run into this young lady quite often, you know, making my rounds in the hospital. I was in leadership, and as leaders, we were required to make rounds. Let's go to different departments, introduce ourselves to the staff, and if we run across any patients, they had any questions, we, you know, were responsible for answering and aiding those patients as we could. I wasn't a clinician. I was on the operation side of the hospital. But anyway, I used to see this young lady all the time. And I was like, she's so nice. And she was always very professional and personable. And I had an opening in my department. She was a housekeeper. She worked for a vendor of the hospital. I talked to her the supervisor and asked the supervisor, would it be a conflict? Made sure cross my T's, dotted my I's by, consulting with HR in reference to me offering her a position, because I only had a per diem position, which means that she didn't qualify for a set amount of hours. It was just like the per diem position was wherever we needed you. And normally that was weekends, afternoons, holidays, nights, whatever. And to fill positions when the full-time and part-timers took PTO. Anyway, hired this young lady, trained her. She went from making $11.50, because back then the minimum wage shit was like $11, I think. It's $15 now. But she went from making $11, I paid her $16.50. When she first started working for me, it was around the holidays. I took her to the grocery store and bought her entire Thanksgiving dinner. I remember when she got her first check, she said, "Thank you. This is the first time I was able to pay bills and have money left over." I noticed as time went on, this young lady got a little bit messy in my department, because again, she was a per diem. She wasn't, as a per diem, there were no set hours. So she started asking the full-timers and part-timers, "Hey, if you want to take off, I'll work your schedule." Because when I had hours for her, I had hours for her. When I didn't use her. And when I didn't have hours for her, I would tell her, "We'll go back to your housekeeping job so you won't be missing any pay." But remember, that pay was $11.50. She was making $16.50 in my department. So she started talking to the full-timers and part-timers and asking them to take time off. I said, "Stop doing that, because they don't want to do it. You're causing them to use their PTO when some of them are trying to save it." Because some of them came to me and was like, "She's asking us for hours. We don't want to feel like we the bad guy." I tell her no, because we know she got kids, but I don't want. So I had to intervene. There became a time where there was a part-time position in another department where she qualified. She had set hours, part-time, but then she qualified for benefits. So I encouraged her to go over there. She applied for that position. She got it. I allowed her to supplement her hours between that department and my department. So whenever she only worked 24 hours in an apartment where she was part-time now, and I will allow her to make up the difference in my department. This young lady became problematic. Started causing drama and chaos in my department. And I was like, okay, you know what? She don't report to me anymore. I'm not going to use her. When I stopped using her as a per diem, she went to my boss. Told my boss I wasn't using her. And I took the hours that I had for her away from her. I said, well, nothing was hers. If I had to give them to her, if I had them, I would give them to her. I have other per diem, and I'm giving them the hours. She no longer reports to me. Now, me and my boss, if y'all go back and look at those videos, we're already at odds. I didn't like my boss, and my boss didn't like the fact that I was assertive, and I would question her. She didn't like that. So my boss in turn told me, "You need to give her hours." I said, no. And went to HR, and the HR was like, "She doesn't report to you. You don't have to give her anything." So I had HR to email my boss, and my boss backed the young lady up. This girl in turn comes to my department when I'm not there and tells my staff, as long as I have Sandy, which was my boss, as long as I have her blessings, y'all could take off. It doesn't matter what Dad say, because at the end of the day, Sandy is the boss over her. I was like, oh, and so she's coming into the department when she knows I'm not there, telling them that she can work for them, and I'm saying no. Okay. I go to HR and I tell HR, I say, look, we need to address this. So HR gets it addressed with my boss and her boss. Come to find out, she wasn't really working out in her department. She was trying to figure out how to get back in my department, even if it was a per diem. I said no. This lady caused so much havoc and chaos, it was ridiculous. To the point where I told her, don't come to my department no more. Then all of a sudden, she was telling people that I didn't like her, and she don't know why I don't like her. And, it was just now, because she wasn't getting what she wanted from me, I was the bad guy. There was a point in time after I quit my job, I was looking for furniture. It was years after I quit my job too, because I was looking for furniture for here. And I ran into me and this lady was talking, and lo and behold, we knew the same girl. So we was talking, and I said, yeah, when I used to work at Sharp. And she said, you worked at Sharp? I said, yeah. She said, what department? I told her what department. She said, oh, do you know this person? I said, oh, yeah, I know her. Oh, yeah. I said, I used to be her supervisor. She said, oh, you're the lesbian. Lesbian? Lesbian? I said, no, I'm not a lesbian. She was like, girl, she said that you took her hours away from her because you were making advances at her and she was rejecting you. And that's why you wouldn't let her work in your department. I was like, wait a minute. First of all, I'm not a lesbian. Second of all, if I was, she wouldn't have been my type. Third of all, why wouldn't she report me for sexual harassment? She said, well, that's what we kept telling her, like, she should report you for sexual harassment, but she would never do it. Victim mentality. It's not what they say, it's what they don't say. You got to put the pieces to the puzzle together to figure out that they're playing on your emotions. Because people who have a victim mentality commit emotional extortion a lot. They play on your heartstrings. Whenever I run into somebody and it's always, oh, woe is me, they did me wrong, they did me like this, and they don't take an accountability or say, I learned a lesson by dealing with this situation, I understand right away, not only are they the victim of circumstances they created, but they victimize a person and they didn't like the response or reaction to their behavior. I say that to say this. Be careful who you allow to have access to you. Because people with a victim mentality will bring chaos into your life and then play victim to your response. So, y'all, listen to people's behaviors and watch their words. You'll never go wrong. You'll never be victimized by a victim. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. My food getting cold. I gotta get in this house. And till next time, y'all, we're keeping up with Daz. Remember, everybody don't deserve to have access to you, especially people with a victim mentality. I'll talk to you guys later.